Hi, welcome to my channel. My name's Sophie and I am a yoga teacher, artist, and I'm currently training to be a somatic teacher and coach for women. I run yoga and art workshops. I include somatic practices into the classes that I teach, the one-to-one sessions, and also the workshops that I run. And I do somatic practices daily. My aim is to provide safe, encouraging spaces for adults to explore their creativity, to reconnect with themselves on a soul level, on a deeper level, and maybe even reconnect with their creative inner child. I invite you to really remind yourself that play is important. Play and joy and feeling good in yourself is really important. So that is what I am aiming to do with the somatic teaching as time goes on, and just kind of bring the yoga, the art and the somatics together and share that in whatever way I feel called to do. And this video today is exploring the importance of somatics and creativity. It's going to be a video of me painting some holly, seasonal. It's autumn here in the UK, so I'll be talking over that, and I really hope you enjoy this video and this exploration. So before we get into exploring the importance of somatics when it comes to creativity, if you're not sure what somatics is, then you might get a little bit lost. So to start off, what is somatics? Well, somatics actually refers to body-focused practices and tools that can help you reconnect with yourself and your inner experience. It's a way of getting to know yourself, your nervous system, your triggers, and what brings you joy. So it's what triggers you, but also what makes you feel really happy, really grounded, really supported. So that when you feel stressed or anxious, or you have these big feelings that you just don't know what to do with, you can turn to your somatic practice and you can check in, and it can really help you to release tension, release holding, release old patterns, and help you heal from stored trauma in your body, even when you don't know how or why it's there. Quite often we don't know, and we spend a lot of time disconnected from our experience, and so somatics is helping you to reconnect with that experience. It's a bottom-up approach to healing rather than top-down, which is things like talking therapies or CBT. All of our experiences are held within our body. Not just trauma, but everything. We have the capacity to feel every emotion in our body: love, joy, sadness, fear. And sometimes we can't talk about things, or we don't know how to express it, or we feel it so deep in our body, but we just don't know how to process it or shift it. And we can get stuck in a particular emotion or feeling. So if, for example, you suffer from chronic anxiety, you're in that constant state of fight or flight, and it's hard to know how to get back. It's hard to bring yourself back to a regulated state because your body is so used to being in that anxious fight or flight mode. So somatic practices are really gentle, patient, compassionate, and they are slow paced. You take your time with it, learning to reconnect in a way that works best for you to help shift you from that fight or flight to rest and digest. And I will get into that more in another video, but this video is about how somatics could help you with your creativity. As you might know, I am an artist, and there is nothing that kills my creativity more than being in my own head. When you are overthinking or worrying, when there's a lot of self-doubt and panic, maybe panic that your art is going to be rubbish, or you have a million ideas but still no idea what to paint or where to start. Or maybe you want to be creative, you want to explore art or painting, sewing, gardening, whatever it might be, but there's just that little blockage, that barrier, and that self-doubt in your mind. And there's just too much going on in your brain, too much going on in your mind. We want it to be a masterpiece. We want something to be perfect. We want to maybe impress our friends or our parents or whatever it might be. But this is such a buzzkill for creativity. And this does happen to me. Creative minds need space. They need rest, they need boredom, they need freedom, and they need play. They need time to make mistakes, to get stuff wrong, and to figure out how to do it again. Maybe how to do it better, or how to do it slightly differently. But it's that constant learning and growing and adapting. But when we are in the overthinking state, it can be really hard to get out of that, and it can be really hard to then find the capacity to make mistakes. We can really punish ourselves when we're feeling panicky about our art. So how do we do that? Well, one of the best ways is to get back into your body and out of your head through connecting with your body. The best way we can do this is through somatic movement and somatic checking in, which is all about sensing your internal landscape. And this is known as interoception. For example, sensing that you need to go to the toilet is interoception. Sensing that the person over there doesn't make you feel right, they don't make you feel good. Maybe you get a funny feeling in your stomach or your throat. That's interoception. You might not know why, but your body is telling you to watch out or listen to me. And the more you check in with your internal landscape through somatic practices, the more you will start to notice those subtle cues. We go to the toilet every day, and it's just something that we know, that we're aware of. But there might be things that you've pushed aside because they don't feel nice, or you're too busy to acknowledge them, or you don't really know how to handle the feelings and the emotions that are coming up. But we can't change what we aren't aware of. Somatic movement also helps you connect with your body and your inner experience or landscape, but it also helps you shift your internal state. So if you are anxious, you're likely to be in a state of fight or flight. You might have lots of energy, you might be hyperactive, you might be feeling unsettled and searching for an escape route, and you just have no idea where to start with something. You just have that feeling that it's all going to be wrong, it's not going to be good. And gentle movement encourages your nervous system to slow down. You start to slow down your breath, you start to move that excess energy out of your body. You're moving out of the thinking mind and into a more engaged, open and grounded state. You can also do grounding practices here to really help with this feeling of being supported. So connecting to the surface beneath you, connecting to the floor, the chair, really feeling that stability and safety underneath you. When we move our bodies with awareness, we can allow our nervous system to soothe from feelings of anxiety, panic, and fear to being more relaxed and curious about the situation at hand. If it feels appropriate, we can then acknowledge any thoughts and beliefs that are coming up and question it with curiosity and compassion. Why do I believe I'm not good enough? Who made me think I can't or I shouldn't make art? Is it true? Maybe it was my art teacher at school that decided I was bad by giving me a bad grade. This is where the learning, the growth, and the change happens, which is so magical, but really hard work at times. So be super kind to yourself. Lots of compassion practices, lots of kindness, lots of gratitude, and embracing who you are and where you are, not where you think you should be. Not thinking too far into the future, just being as connected to the present you as you can be. And when we can reduce the constant noise, self-doubt, criticism, and fear behind making art, and maybe the pecking in the back of the head from the old art teacher, we can allow ourselves to be led by what feels intuitive, what feels right in the moment, what comes through because we have more clarity and less confusion, less gubbins going on in our heads. Children use their whole bodies to play and express themselves. They don't tend to overthink their stories. They make up games, they embody their stories, and they play out their imagination. And sadly, we can lose our imagination as we age, especially if we don't take time to nourish it. There are lots of other factors that can hinder our creative spark, and there are times when we just feel really blocked and we don't feel like being creative. Or maybe we don't have time, maybe we have a lot of other responsibilities. But if you feel it within your body so deeply that something is missing, something creative is missing, that you are craving the creative outlet and the space to explore or express yourself, listen to that inner knowing. That is telling you something. That is your soul calling, wanting you to do something that you might have done when you were little. It could be your inner child saying, I really want to play. I really want to express myself. And my workshops, my yoga and art workshops, that also include some somatic movement and meditation, are an invitation to explore that freedom and self-expression, using art as a way of playing, connecting with, and maybe healing your inner child. Your inner child is tapping at your soul window and asking to play with you. But they are often the ones that we ignore. Because adults are serious, right? We have jobs, we have bills to pay. As I said, we might have a lot of other responsibilities. But yes, that is true. But life is also to be enjoyed, to be lived, to be experienced. And I know it would be pretty dull if I didn't have creativity and if I didn't have my creative practices. So if you are feeling a little bit stuck, blocked, if you have fear around making art, or you have that deep feeling within to make art, to be creative, to explore that side of you, then I highly recommend starting a somatic practice or a gentle somatic yoga practice. And I have linked a video for you that I made a few months back, Yoga for a Creative Boost. But do keep an eye out for some more up-to-date somatic practices, which will be coming to my channel very soon. But this is a great practice to start with. Somatics or somatic yoga gets you out of your head and into your body. Remember to take it slow, observe the sensations within, and get reacquainted with your body. Get reacquainted with your nervous system. Somatics can help you feel more grounded, supported, and able to make clear decisions when your nervous system is given a chance to reset and regulate. You make art with your body, so connect with that. Feel that through your body. Whatever part of your body you make art with, channel the art through your body, and most of all, try to enjoy the process of being creative. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found it useful, or if you just have any thoughts or comments, then do leave a comment in the box below, and I will get back to you. And I look forward to speaking with you more. Take care. Bye.